Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I'm going to do our April the 16th spiritual principle, a day in a meditation. I hope you're doing well. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Okay, now let's see what we have here. The title of the meditation for today, The Practice of Discipline. This is what it says. Discipline is commitment in action, a demonstration of our willingness. Now, that comes from our Living Clean book, chapter 6, commitment. Because of its past association with punishment, rigidity, or plain old drudgery, discipline is one of those recovery principles we have to reimagine when we get clean. And when we realign discipline with our newfound values of commitment and willingness, and begin to practice our program of recovery, we experience positive results. Our lives change. Discipline's relationship with the principle of commitment definitely merits discussion. Our commitment to NA and spiritual growth is crucial to the life we want. But discipline is more internal. It's in our hearts. We can be committed or hold a commitment, but are we disciplined about that commitment? As one member observed, we say it works when you work it, not it works when you think, believe, or feel it. Discipline gives us the willingness to transform our commitment into action. Sometimes the commitment we're acting on is more on the surface, say, following sponsored direction without knowing why. Other times it's deeper, more heartfelt. In either case, our commitment is measured by our willingness to act. When we're active in our commitment to the fellowship, when we are disciplined, our disease of addiction is rendered powerless. Though we may strive to view discipline in a positive light, it's not always easy. It takes practice. It is practice. Discipline is the drive to move forward regardless of our mood. We say yes to sponsorship. We attend our home group and fulfill our commitments because we said we would. Discipline leads us back to our message again and again. I'm willing to transform my commitment to action. Discipline takes practice, and practice starts now. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you, God. Grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. This meditation is a good meditation. It goes really well with the Just for Today meditation that we just read about acting as if. I believe that spiritual principle of commitment, right, is only made possible by having discipline. I don't really see how you can, you can have a commitment, right? You can make a commitment, but in order to give substance to that commitment, you have to take an action. And the word commitment implies that it's something that is happening over and over and over. It takes discipline to be able to pull that off, folks. It takes discipline. And discipline is an internal thing. Discipline is something that is within my heart. It's within my spirit. I have discipline, and because I have discipline, I'm able to make commitments and actually keep them. You see, they go together, and it's worth taking a look at. It's worth the discussion. Now, some people, they don't like the word discipline, but I was a bodybuilder at a very early age. As a teenager, I was always athletic, and I got into bodybuilding as a teenager. Now, you got to remember, I graduated at the age of 17, right? So going into my 18th birthday, I already had a full-time job, right? And one of the benefits of having a full-time job was that I was able to actually pay for a gym membership and do the things that I wanted to do as far as fitness beyond the school gym, okay? Beyond jogging. I used to love to jog. And so I got into bodybuilding, but I realized something about bodybuilding. I could have the commitment to show up to the gym, but it took great discipline. It took great discipline to change the way that I ate, to study the art of nutrition. I call it the art of nutrition because it's almost like playing chess. If this happens, then I do this. If that happens, I do this. If I want that result, I eat this. And a lot of times I would have to have some vitamin C before I would have a certain nutritional type of food if I was seeking to have it more easily digested. And so I learned that sort of discipline would make my commitment to working out, to being in shape, even better. And that's what this is about here. This is about having commitment, but also having the practice of discipline. Discipline is commitment in action, a demonstration of our willingness. So let's talk about you. Now, that's me. I'm thinking about getting back into fitness. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's in my mind. I'm a little conflicted. It's in my mind. But I'm thinking to myself, if you're not going to have the time to prepare your meals and eat the way you want to, right? I'm becoming more of an individual that likes meat less and less. I've been vegan for 8 years in a stretch, so I know for a fact I can pull it off if I want to. But I do enjoy seafood. I enjoy fish, right? So I'm becoming a person that is more concerned about the effects of red meat on my body. But I'm also getting to the point where I don't enjoy poultry either, at least not chicken. I still enjoy turkey, but I'm seeing that I'm becoming a little bit more concerned about my nutrition, right? And I'm thinking to myself, this is a good time for you to go ahead and get back in shape. Because if you're going to be this quirky about it, you might as well use it to benefit yourself. The thought is there, but I don't yet have the discipline. I want to commit, but I know that from my own experience, it's going to take discipline to follow through. And it's just like recovery. You got to take the first step. To me, it's just like recovery. That's why I believe that this program is useful in all of our affairs. I've seen people use this program to get back in shape, to stop smoking, to stop having sugar, to stop being promiscuous, to stop shoplifting, to stop cheating, right? That's promiscuous. Sorry, I said that. So I've seen people use the spiritual principles of this program of being able to stop using drugs, right? Lose the desire to use and find a new way to live. I've seen people use it in other areas of their life, and I've seen success in using it in other areas of my life as well. We do it one step at a time, one day at a time, one moment, 1 second at a time. We make the decision over and over and over not to pick up. Okay, so that is I would say, saying that highlights the thing that we're trying to stop doing. But on the flip side of that coin, in a more positive vein, it also highlights the thing that we want to continue to do, which is to stay clean and live healthy, to have joy in my life today. I want you to start thinking about things in that way. When I say have a beautiful day on purpose, I'm not saying that there's not going to be problems. Yesterday was a hectic day for me, and I chose to apply the principle of this program to my life and have a beautiful day regardless, to meet my commitments regardless. But I had to dig deep to pull it off. And it's the principles of this program, the practice of discipline that puts commitment into action, that saved the day for me yesterday. I want for you to have a beautiful day on purpose, but you got to make the decision to do it. And you've got to have the discipline, the will to be able to move on that. Because you have no idea what the day is going to hold. None of us do. We have a plan, but other people get involved with our plan and everything changes. And I just refuse to give people that much power over my joy, over my happiness, over my recovery. Not anymore. You deserve the best day that you can possibly have. You do. You deserve it. Look at all that you've been through. So again, have a beautiful day on purpose, and I will be talking to you tomorrow.